Hey everyone, welcome to Insurfnews.com. I'm Andrew and special guest Steve Sherman, senior staff photographer for Surfing Magazine. So you've been shooting contests for a while, the contest scene. Like, how did you get into that?
I was shooting a lot of skateboarding. I started off shooting skateboarding, mechanical skateboarding.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where I was lying in a gutter shooting street skating video, and I said, you know what? I don't want to do this much anymore. I'm sick, and I've been a surfer for 20-some years, and I just made a decision. I go, you know what? I'm gonna start doing surf photography and break into that thing. So I kind of had this vision of just doing more portraits and lifestyle, and not have to shoot surfing. I kind of met Nick Carroll. I guess it was like '93, and Nick saw what I did, and he was kind of a visionary. And in '95, he's like, hey, you want to go to France and shoot the contest for us? So, and I was the first time I did behind the scenes stuff. No one had ever done that. And when I got back, it was pretty cool because I got really cool stuff. I got this cool photo of Sonny got these boards in, and he had no logos on them. And so Kelly said, I'll draw a Blue Hawaii logo. So Kelly's sitting there drawing a board I think, and I'm sitting there, and they were 1 and 2 in the world at that point. And they're his friends. So I'm sitting there, and Sonny's watching Kelly do this thing. That's a moment. So I shot this black and white, and we got it ended up being a 2-page spread, and that was the beginning. Because
I remember that's like such an iconic photo of behind the scenes of the contest.
No one had,
and that was your first assignment.
Yeah, the first assignment, and no one had ever done it.
At this point, like, you've established pretty long relationships with a lot of the guys. Is it more difficult now that you know some of the guys pretty well, or in the beginning where I'm assuming you didn't know a lot of the guys?
I didn't know all these guys. I'd met Kelly in '95. I'd met Kelly a couple times. He kind of knew what I did, so he kind of let me in a little bit. And then the funny thing is, once you get to know the guys, then you cross the line where you're documenting things that don't be documented. So there's a fine line with that.
But, we saw an example of that last night.
Like last night's classic example, the boys are all drinking and there's a lot of hard alcohol going on. Everyone's like, and I walk in and Mick just goes, no Photoshop, cut it out, no. And I went, come on. So he's, that's the line. You know, at some point you just gotta put the camera down. I cherish these guys being my friends. I love the fact that Aki's my friend, and he loves what I do. And like we were talking about last night, and he's, and like Bruce Irons, he got drunk when he's like, Sherman, he's like, you and Bielman are the only non-creepy surf photographers. And I just went, I almost cried. I go, really? And so that's kind of relationship, and so I cherish that.
Some of those trips, exactly you were talking about, like the Bells and the Europe coverage. I mean, I know as a Grom, I was like 12 or 13, I would pour over those images, but now there's like such a glut of photos online. I mean, do you think it kind of,
it's a little watered down.
Did you have to like reapproach like the way you shot?
No, I shoot exactly. I'm still doing the. I see the moment and I shoot it, and I'm doing the same things. There's just a lot of people got a little pretty good at it, Kirsten from ASP, she's gotten really good, and she's really good inside stuff, but there's some really bad stuff, It's just,
our site, perfect example.
I find the word content is a dirty word. And when I say, oh, we need some more web content, you need more shit photos or bad video, but it's all out there for people to see. It's an information age now, and so less is more. I find. So I try to get my best 12. I don't put everything up. My best 12, and those are the ones you want people to see. So, and like this kind, I'm shooting a lot more surf photography than I used to, because I have to. I swear to God,
not because you want to. But
I had the best scam in the whole world. I'd go around the world, I'd shoot these portraits, and I'd surf every day. I'm surfing with Bruce, Kelly, and I'm having these great sessions. My friends going, oh, so now I gotta drag a 600mm lens around the world, and I'm not surfing as much, but it's cool,
Most photographers, they seem so anti-shooting the contest.
Dude,
But you seem like the polar opposite of that.
Well, because I created this niche. Some guys don't like to do it, as I said, I can do it all. And I'm not burnt. I went for the phase where I burned out on it. Oh my God, the whole digital thing and putting stuff on the web kind of opened it up a little bit, where now I'm like a little more excited to do it. And then when it comes to the title races, there's no one in the world who's more inside. It's the access, man. It's all about the access, man. And if you get the access, you're halfway there.
Right on, Sherman. Thanks a lot for joining us.
No problem.
And definitely check out your stuff on surfingmagazine.com.
Yeah, and my website's steveshermanimages.com. You can go there, and all the portrait stuff are on there.
Epic. Yeah, definitely check it out.